Dream Destiny destinations. Explore the world beyond borders. Discover history, nature, and unforgettable journeys.
Have you ever wondered if places still exist, untouched by the world's rush? Saint Vincent and the Grenadines sits quietly in the Caribbean, guarding its beauty and mystery. With 32 wild islands and cays, this paradise asks, why do so few come here? For those who arrive, each bay feels like a secret, waiting for someone to listen. Welcome to the Caribbean's last secret paradise. Where exactly does this hidden chain of islands lie? Look at the southeast corner of the Caribbean Sea, just west of Barbados and south of St. Lucia. There you'll find Saint Vincent, the main island, rising like an emerald from the sea. Scattered southward are the Grenadines, a string of smaller islands, each with its own character. Saint Vincent is the largest island. It's about 29 kilometers long and 18 kilometers wide at its broadest. To its south, the Grenadines stretch like a broken necklace. Bequia, Moustique, Canouan, Mayreau, Union Island and tiny gems like Petit Saint Vincent invite exploration. Some are inhabited, with colorful houses and fishing boats. Others remain wild, only visited by turtles and seabirds. The islands sit atop volcanic mountains. These ancient peaks rise sharply from the sea, then dip into deep blue channels. The coastlines twist into secret coves, black sand beaches, and coral reefs glowing just below the surface. Few places on Earth combine such dramatic geography and seclusion. Here, every turn reveals a new view. Mountains cloaked in cloud, rocky cliffs, and bays so clear you can see the seabed 20 meters below. La Soufrière reaches above Saint Vincent, its peak lost in mist. Its slopes are draped in rainforest, home to rare parrots and the calls of whistling frogs. Waterfalls tumble down cliffs, sending spray into the air. Offshore coral gardens shelter rays and colorful fish. Here, nature feels untouched, full of wonder, every day. Long before the flags of Europe arrived, the islands were home to the Kalinago people, skilled sailors who called Saint Vincent Yulumain. Stories tell of their resistance, their canoes, and their deep bond with the land. The spirit of the Kalinago lives on in place, names and legends whispered by elders. In 1498, Christopher Columbus sailed by, naming the island after Saint Vincent. But it was centuries before the Europeans settled. The French came, followed by the British, and the islands became a battleground. The Garifuna people, descendants of Africans and Kalinago, fought fiercely to defend their home. In 1795, a rebellion led by Joseph Chatoyer stands as a proud moment, a fight for freedom that is remembered every March. Plantations, slavery, and the sugar trade shaped the land. But after abolition, new communities grew. People from India and Portugal arrived as indentured laborers, bringing their languages and customs. Independence finally came in 1979, and with it, a renewed pride in being Vincentian. Walk the islands, and history is everywhere. In the ruins, the music, the faces, and the stories pass from one generation to the next. Walk through any village and, you'll hear church bells on Sunday morning. Christianity is the main religion here. Catholic, Anglican, Methodist, Pentecostal. Small, brightly painted churches dot the hillsides, often packed for joyful, song-filled services. Yet, the island's spirituality is wider than that. African traditions, Indian rituals, and Amerindian respect for the land quietly shape daily life. But it's in celebration that faith and culture truly shine. Vinci Maz, the annual carnival, is honestly the heartbeat of the country. Every June and July, Kingstown erupts in color and music. Streets fill with dancers in glittering costumes, steel pan bands, calypso singers, and the pounding rhythm of soca. Masqueraders twist through the crowds, their masks and feathers telling old stories in new ways. Vinci Mas is more than just a party. It's a celebration of freedom, creativity, and community. Old raga bands parade with homemade instruments. Children dress as fancy Indians or midnight robbers. Elders remember the old carnival Monday, when the festivities began at sunrise with Jouvert, a wild, muddy dance through the streets. In these moments, the islands really come alive. Strangers become friends, and everyone is swept up in the joy of being Vincentian. Saint Vincent and the Grenadines tells its story in stone and wood. Kingstown, the capital, hides its secrets behind gray walls and colorful shutters. The city's heart is St. George's Anglican Cathedral, with its carved pews and stained glass windows. Not far away, the Methodist Church, built in 1820, stands strong, a place where generations have gathered. Climb the hill above Kingstown and you'll find Fort Charlotte. Built by the British in 1806, it sits 600 feet above the bay, its old cannons pointed toward imagined enemies. Walk along its walls and look out over the harbor, coconut palms and green islands scattered to the south. In the villages, houses stand on stilts, painted turquoise, yellow and pink. Their wooden verandas catch the breeze, and their tin roofs sing when it rains. In places like Barawali and Layu, you'll find ruins of sugar mills, stone towers wrapped in vines, silent witnesses to hard times and hope. Each building, old or new, is a page in the story of these islands, a story of endurance, change, and quiet beauty. Life in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines runs on island time. In the early morning, markets burst with color and noise. Vendors call out the day's catch: flying fish, lobster, and conch. Stalls overflow with breadfruit, golden mangoes, soursop, and hot peppers. The smell of roasting plantains and frying saltfish drifts through the air. Food is a celebration. National dishes like roasted breadfruit and jackfish, callaloo soup, and spicy stews fill family tables. Street corners echo with the rhythm of drumming and laughter. In Bekia, boat builders shape fishing boats from local cedar, a craft passed down for generations. Music is everywhere: calypso, reggae, soca, and the unique big drum dances of the Grenadines. People dress with pride. Women wear bright headscarves and patterned dresses. Men gather in shirts of every color. Children play cricket or football in grassy fields, their shouts drifting up into the hot afternoon sky. Life is simple, sometimes hard, but always full of spirit and warmth. Each day brings new reasons to laugh, sing, and share. Kingstown, the city of arches, is the beating heart of the islands. Its streets curve between old stone arches, flower stalls, and fruit vendors. The city is noisy, alive, and sometimes chaotic. Buses honk, children dash through crowds, and music spills from tiny bars at every corner. The harbor bustles with ferries and fishing boats. Above, the botanical gardens, the oldest in the Western Hemisphere, offer a quiet escape. Here you'll find towering breadfruit trees, a gift from Captain Bligh in 1793, and parrots calling from the branches. The city's market square is busy from dawn to dusk, people bartering, gossiping, laughing. Kingstown has its rough edges. Traffic jams, tangled wires, and concrete blocks crowd some streets. Yet, there is beauty in the chaos. Old colonial buildings stand beside modern shops. The city is a mix of past and present, tradition and change. This city, with all its color and confusion, shows the true face of Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, resilient, warm, and always moving forward. Saint Vincent and the Grenadines is not for everyone. It is not polished, crowded, or rushed. It is quiet mornings on empty beaches, the taste of salt and mango, and the sound of rain on a tin roof. It is the feeling of being far from the world, where you can hear your own heart again. Come for the wild beauty, volcanoes, reefs, and rainforests that still surprise even those who grew up here. Come for the stories of courage, struggle, and joy. Meet people who greet you with a smile, who want to share breadfruit, dance, and laughter. Find peace in the slow pace, the untouched bays, and the kindness that lingers long after you leave. Here, you are not a tourist. You are a guest, a friend, perhaps even a part of the story. The islands change those who visit. They remind you to listen, to look, to wonder. Perhaps in finding the last secret paradise, you discover something unexpected, the beauty of the journey itself, and the promise that there are still wonders left in the world.
The journey has only begun. subscribe and join us for more extraordinary destinations ahead. See you in the next adventure.